You know that feeling when you walk into a room and forget why you're there? Imagine that feeling, but for the entire planet. One day, you wake up and the world is exactly how you left it, except everyone else is gone. No warning, no explanation, just you and a half-finished coffee that's still warm. You're not famous, you're not special, you're not the chosen one. You're just the person who happened to be in the bathroom when everyone else disappeared. This is your life now. And honestly, it's going to be a lot weirder than you think. The first hour is confusing. You walk around, you look for people, you check everywhere. Houses, offices, hospitals, even the weird basement your neighbor had. Nothing. You go to a hospital. The heart monitors are still beeping, but there's no one in the beds. You look at the monitors and wonder, were they here? Did they just disappear mid-sentence? You try a police radio. You say, "Hello? Anyone?" Static. You try again. More static. You realize you're not talking to anyone. You're talking to air, to nothing, to the void. You climb to a rooftop. You look out over the city. The sun is setting. The city looks beautiful, empty, but beautiful. You wonder if anyone else is doing the same thing right now. Then you realize, no, you're it. You check your phone again. No signal, no notifications, no missed calls. You scroll through your contacts. Everyone you ever knew. Everyone who's gone. You wonder if you should delete them. You don't. The first day is weird. You go into people's houses. You see their lives frozen in time. Half-eaten dinners, half-watched movies, half-finished arguments. You wonder what they were doing when they left. You find a child's drawing. It says, "I love you, Mom." You look at it for a long time. You hope she knows. You hope she said it back. You wonder if she was holding it when she disappeared. You see photos of people who are gone. Their faces are frozen in time. They're happy. They're laughing. They don't know what's coming. Neither did you. You put the photo back. You wonder if anyone will ever look at it again. You start talking to yourself. Just small things. What time is it? What should I eat? Who even cares? You don't know why you're talking. Maybe it's because silence is louder than you thought. You steal things, not because you need them, because you can. You walk into a store, take what you want, and leave. There's no one to stop you. No one cares. You don't even care. You walk through a grocery store. You grab whatever you want. You don't pay. You don't care. You eat overpriced snacks and sit in the aisle and wonder, what's the point? You stay in a hotel, a really nice one. You sleep in a king-sized bed. You eat room service. Well, you take food from the kitchen. You watch TV. It's all static. You try to watch TV, nothing. You try to watch movies, nothing. You try to listen to music, it works, but it just makes you feel more alone. You walk into a convenience store. All the lights are on. The coolers are humming. There's no one there, but everything is still running. You wonder how long it will last. A week passes. You stop counting days. You stop caring about time. There's no schedule, no deadlines, no obligations. It's freeing and terrifying. A week into this, you stand in the middle of a highway. No cars, no people. Just you and the pavement. You wonder how many people drove on this road. You wonder where they were going. You drive a sports car. You go as fast as you can. No cops, no speed limits, no traffic. You drive until the fuel runs out. Then you get another car. The second week hits hard. You find yourself in the middle of nowhere. Just fields. Empty, endless fields. You walk until you can't walk anymore. Then you sit down. You scream. You scream until your throat hurts. You scream because you can, because no one is around to hear you, because no one would care even if they did. You fall to your knees. You cry, not because you're sad, because you're angry. You're angry at the universe, at whatever took everyone, at whatever left you behind. You look up at the sky. The clouds don't care. The sun doesn't care. The universe keeps moving. And you realize you're not the center of the story. You're just a footnote, a comma, a space at the end of a sentence. And then you get up. Because what else are you going to do? Stay on the ground forever? That's not who you are. You're the last person on Earth. You have to at least try. You decide to search. Not just your city, everywhere. You pack a bag, you hit the road. You don't have a plan, you just go. You need to know. You need to find someone. You drive for days. You see abandoned cars, abandoned towns, abandoned lives. Everywhere you go, nothing. You start to think, maybe you're the only one. Maybe you always were. You find a house that's burnt down. You wonder if there was a fire, or if someone just gave up. You walk through the ashes. You find a photograph. It's burned, but you can still see a face, smiling. You start writing everything down. Names, dates, places, every detail you can remember. Not for anyone else, for yourself. Because if you don't remember them, who will? You keep going. You don't know why. Hope, maybe, or just stubbornness. But you keep going. Because you have to. Because giving up is not an option. You sleep under the stars. You wake up to the sunrise. You keep walking. You keep driving. You keep searching. You don't know what you're looking for, but you'll know when you find it. You hear a sound, a real sound, a bark. You run toward it. Your heart is pounding. Could it be? Is there someone else? No, it's a dog, a stray, a scrappy little thing, half-starved and scared. You reach out your hand. He's scared. He backs away. You sit down. You wait. You don't chase. You just wait. He sniffs your hand. He wags his tail. He licks your fingers. And for the first time in weeks, you're not alone. You name him. You talk to him. He doesn't talk back, but he listens. He follows you everywhere. And somehow, that's enough. You and the dog look at the stars. It's beautiful. It's not a cure. It's not a fix. But it's something. It's proof that life goes on. Weeks pass. You stop searching. You stop hoping. You just start living. You fix up a house. You paint the walls. You clean the windows. You make it a home. You don't know if you'll ever see anyone else. You don't know if you'll ever get answers. But for now, you're okay. You have a home. You have a dog. You have yourself. You start writing again. Not just memories, notes, thoughts, hopes. Day 78, I'm still here. The dog is still here. The world is still turning. I think that's enough. You see a photo of a family. A mom, a dad, 2 kids, a dog. They look happy. You don't cry. You just nod. Because you finally understand. You're not remembering them for them. You're remembering them for you. You walk outside. The sun is setting. It's beautiful. You wonder if anyone else is seeing it. You hope they are. But even if they're not, it's still beautiful. It's still worth seeing. And that's when you realize you're not the main character of this story. You're just a guy, a survivor, someone who kept going when everyone else couldn't. And maybe that's enough. Maybe it always was. You're driving down a road. The dog is next to you. You've driven this road 100 times. And then you see something new. A light. A real light. Not a reflection. Not the sun. A light that shouldn't be there. You freeze. Your heart is pounding. You don't know if you're scared or excited. Maybe both. You've been disappointed before. You don't know if you can handle it again. You drive toward it. You're shaking. You don't know what you'll find. You don't know if you're ready. But you're tired of running. You need to know. You knock. The door opens. A silhouette. Another person. You stare at each other. Neither of you says anything. You don't know what to say. You don't know how to start. POV. You're the last person on Earth. Or maybe you never were. Subscribe if you want to know what happens next. Or don't. But then you'll never know who's behind the door.